Okay.
Lloyd, excellent 3-1 win away. You were looking for a reaction from last Saturday. You got it, didn't you?
Yeah, got a reaction. I just said in there, since I've taken over, fans might not go, we were great today. For me, since I've taken over, that's been our most solid performance as a team. I was really frustrated. I just said to the boys, it didn't take me long. The goal we conceded, I was frustrated with because it's another set piece into our box. I think we was too deep, didn't pick our men up. And conceded a goal, but we could have folded at that point, and we didn't. We stood up, and I keep talking about game management and seeing games through and seeing games out. I said at half time, we didn't boot it today, but I said at half time, I want us to make sure we manage the game properly, manage the conditions properly, play in their third more than our third, and we did that really well today. But that makes me more frustrated about the performances when we don't do that. Even last week at home, what's the difference? The same team, more or less, a couple of changes, because we had a couple of injuries, but the same players that were dreadful last week, and I've been very vocal about that, were outstanding today. So it shows me they can do it, and that frustrates the life out of me.
Yeah, I mean, you were very vocal today, cheering them on, but so the team. The team were talking way more this week, making sure that they were getting stuck and in front in for the tackles and getting into positions. Yeah,
we've had a soul-searching week in the club, but it's easy to do it for one game. I just said to him in there, we've got a game on Monday. Enjoy today, have a beer, enjoy it. But we owe our supporters a performance at home, and I just reminded them who pays every time they come through the gate, and that's where we give the players their wages from. And we owe a performance at home, and that's. I hope they take that to heart, because I'm really serious about it, and I'm really serious about Margate the week after. I'm really serious about pre-season. We need to kick on from these type of performances and learn from the mistakes we still make. So I'm delighted we won. It's a really good performance away from home. It's a tough place to come. Lots of teams come here and don't get wins, and we did, and we deserved it as well. So I'm really pleased for the boys.
We really did deserve it. Will and Joey, are they both out for a while?
Well, Will had a bit of a tight hamstring, which I brought him off last week, and it would have been a real risk to play him today, and maybe a risk on Monday. Joey's is an impact, so could be back for Monday. Probably will be back for next week. But again, both of them players are really important to us. With Joey, he's been out for a long time. He's played a lot of football, and I'm saying to him, all I want is a Joey Taylor 100% fit, because he hasn't been fit, even though physically, for 90 minutes. So I want him to work really hard for the summer. If we can get him a game before the end of the season or two, then we will. But I'm not going to risk players. But I thought, players that came in today were great.
Yeah, a young lad called Harrison Hume, I don't know where he's come from. He had a really superb game today, didn't he? I thought.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, no, I've got other people that say, it wasn't me. To be honest, it wasn't me that rang him either and brought him in. That was Stone. I don't know if he's told you that. And that happened sort of without my knowledge. And the first I knew about it was after a conversation. Listen, he was good today. But we can all be good for one game. Yeah. All the players were good today. The difference in midfield, yes, Harrison was in there, but Jack Dixon today, Kane Penn today, they were outstanding. They were on the front foot. They won their battles. They won their individual duels. When you win your individual duels as players, you'll probably win a team duel, and that's what we did.
Yeah, those two probably had their best games for Ashford, didn't they, today?
Dicko was one of his best games. I think Kane Penn's been very good lots of games. He just wasn't great last week, along with 7 others. Sorry. So I expect performances like that from Jack Dixon. I expect performances like that from Kane Penn. And to be fair, all over the pitch. Barry Fuller again was outstanding.
And Harrison Pont was.
Harrison Pont at centre half. We asked him to go in there. I know that's a position that he knows and does well, but we didn't really look in any danger today at any point. That's why the goal frustrates me. But I'm always going to be frustrated. If we win 4-0, I want to win 5-0.
Well, let's hope there's a big crowd on Monday, our last home game of the season. Just hope people come along just to say well done to the team for the season. Let's hope we have a really good game.
Yeah, listen, I've already told you what I said to them in there. I think we owe the supporters, not just for last weekend, for a lot of the performances we've had. I look back at Broadbridge where we lost by 3 goals at home. We lost by 3 goals last week. We've had a lot of really poor performances at home. Beckenham at home. So I think we owe the supporters. They've been great all year. I want to thank them for that. But we've got to perform on Monday. It's all well and good going, it's Monday, it's bank holiday. I'm like, I'm not like that. I'm not. I want to go out there and give 110% as a manager, as a management team, as players, as subs, as fans. It's been great.
Yeah, well, really well done today. Best of luck on Monday. We'll see you there.
Lovely. Cheers, guys.